Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with part 4 of my March book haul. I have 5 books to show you and yeah, without much further ado, let's get into those books. So the first one was a book that I didn't order myself. I didn't buy this. I bought another book, but the seller sent this one instead. And then when I contacted them, they said, oh, we use ISBN numbers to find our stock. And I thought, well, if you use the ISBN number, you should have found the book that I ordered instead of sending me something that I didn't. But it's not all bad, because the book that was sent to me is the kind of book that I would read anyway. It is Birds of a Feather by Jacqueline Winspear. And this is a Maisie Dobbs mystery. I think it's probably like the 3rd or 4th book in the series. But I think this sounds fabulous. London, 1930. Joseph Waite is a man who knows what he wants. As one of Britain's wealthiest men, the last thing he needs is a scandal. When his daughter runs away from home, he is determined to keep the case away from the police and the newspapers. So he turns to a woman known for her uniquely intuitive approach to criminal investigation, and for her discretion. The extraordinary Maisie Dobbs. Waite's instructions are to find his daughter and bring her home, but the task is far from straightforward. Maisie soon uncovers a chilling link to a recent murder case and finds herself revisiting the tragedy of the Great War. That just sounds incredible. I wish I'd received the book that I ordered, which was Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. It was a really gorgeous edition, and I'm gutted that I didn't get it. But when I contacted the seller, they said, oh, we'll refund you, and as a gesture of goodwill, you can keep the book. So yeah, I will get around to this at some point, because it does sound like the kind of thing I would read. And yeah, okay, free book. So the next one is one that I've seen a few places online, and I finally decided just to go for it. It is What I Know For Sure by Oprah Winfrey. And this is, I think, a collection of essays by Oprah Winfrey. I know for sure your journey begins with a choice to get up, step out, and live fully. So it's like essays on like positivity, I believe. But yeah, I'm so excited to get to this because Oprah Winfrey is a very inspirational woman. And yeah, it's a gorgeous book as well. So I look forward to this. So the next one I picked up a few weeks ago now, and I haven't included it in any of my previous hauls because I forgot I had it. Does anyone do that? They buy books, they bring them home, and then they forget they've got them? I do it all the time. And as it turns out, this is actually April's pick for Sykes and Savage Reads, or is it Sykes and Savage Book Club? I'll get it right one of these days. Sykes and Savage Book Club, which is hosted by the lovely Simon Savage and Melanie Sykes, and this is Exciting Times by Naoise Dolan. I'm not sure how to pronounce that first name. Nisha, maybe. But this sounds incredible as well. When you leave Ireland to spend your parents' money, it's called a gap year. When Ava leaves Ireland to make her own money, she's not sure what to call it, but it involves a badly paid job in Hong Kong teaching grammar to rich children, Julian, who likes to spend money on Ava and lets her move into his guest room, Edith, who Ava meets while Julian is out of town and actually listens to her when she talks. Money, love, cynicism, unspoken feelings and unlikely connections. Exciting times ensue. And this, I believe, was shortlisted for a prize. It doesn't say on the book, but if I find out which one it was, I'll pop it on the screen. I'm really failing at this job today, aren't I? Yeah, so exciting times, and I can't wait to get to this, and I will do in April. So the next one is a collection of poetry, which I am currently making my way through. This was actually recommended to me on a Discord group that my husband and I are part of. My husband is a pipe tobacco and cigar smoker, and I occasionally dabble as well. And one of the other people on the Discord group read this book and really enjoyed it. It's a collection of poetry written by a 17-year-old, well, 17 at the time of publication, which was last year. And I'm about 15 or 16 pages in, and the poetry is really dark, and it's giving me a sort of gothic flavour about it. If my 18-year-old little goth boy self had read this, then this would have been my favourite book, my favourite poetry collection ever, because it's just so dark and there's such a gothic vibe to it. This book contains poetry of all manner of themes, from the knowledge of death to the whispering winds of earth. A book that you can sit in bed, on a train, on the toilet, and anywhere else you wish to take comfort, and lose yourself in my mind, my thoughts. Talk upon challenges of life and conquer them. It is an ordered chaos, no reason, but there are many reasons too. An easy read and one to think upon. Open it up and find yourself walking in poetry. So yeah, Ordered Chaos, as written by Nature and Fire by B.B. Holmes. This is available on Amazon, and if you like sort of like dark, kind of strange poetry, definitely go for this one, because it's dark and strange and very good. But like I say, I am only about 15 or 16 pages in, so as I go on, it may not kind of start hitting the spot, if that makes sense, because like poetry, there's something for everyone, I think, but not everything is what you want it to be. Does that make sense? Yeah. So the last book in this haul is another poem or collection of poems, or an epic poem. I can't remember, but it's sort of told in verse and like little snippets of poetry, and I'm so excited to get to this. I didn't know that this was even a thing until I saw it on Instagram, and I have been fascinated by the topic of this since I was a very young child. It is The Watch That Ends the Night by Allan Wolfe, and this is Voices from the Titanic. And it just sounds absolutely astonishing. And I think it would be like a book that you could come back to again and again. On Sunday, April 14th, 1912, the RMS Titanic, the largest and most luxurious ship in the world, is 1,400 miles out to sea. More than 2,000 men, women and children are on board. Here, on the first-class promenade, is millionaire John Jacob Astor. He hopes his return from Egypt with his pregnant teen bride will invite a minimum of media attention. And here, in the third-class common room, a beautiful Lebanese refugee on her way to family in Florida discovers first love. And there, in the distance, shrouded in darkness, an ancient iceberg lies patient, awaiting its encounter. The voices in this wholly unique recreation of the Titanic disaster span classes and stations, from Margaret, the unsinkable Molly Brown, to Captain E.J. Smith, who went down with his ship, from the lookout and wireless men to the young boy in search of dragons and a gambler in search of fools with money to lose. Slipping in telegraphs, undertakers' reports, and other historic records, poet Allan Wolfe offers a breathtaking, intimate glimpse into the lives of 24 passengers and crew, told with astonishing emotional power. I really can't wait to get to this. I've read a few reviews and they're kind of mixed. There's a set of people that say that it's a bit sort of overlong and doesn't make sense, but then there's another group of people that say that it is just beautiful, and I hope to be a part of that group of people that think it's beautiful, because it's quite a unique take on a very documented part of maritime history. But yeah, I'm so excited to get to this. So that is the end of part 4 of my March book haul. That's my last video in March. I'll see you in April, which is just in a few days from now. A couple of days, really. It's very soon. I can't believe we're almost in April. It's just crazy. Where has the year gone? I mean, it's just gone like that. But anyway, before I digress and start boring you all, I shall let you get back to your day. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.